Welcome back to the channel, C1 Advanced Exam Preparation. Today we're looking at speaking part 2, and we're going to go through some things that you should know about this part of the exam, okay? And also provide you some tips and help, and also provide you some tips on how to answer this question and score a better score. Okay, let's talk about, first of all, the format. What is the format for this part of the exam? The examiner will show each candidate three photographs, okay? And you need, or the candidate needs to make a choice from those three photographs and choose two, okay? And compare and contrast those photographs and at the same time answer two questions. Now, you are given 1 minute to perform this task, okay? So in this part of the exam, it is describing, comparing, speculating, and expressing opinions that the examiners are looking at. When the candidate finishes speaking about their photographs, the examiner asks the other person, the partner in the exam, a question based on the partner's photographs, okay? What is the candidate expected to do here? Well, the examiners are looking for expression of language in relation to how you compare the photographs, how you contrast the photographs, okay? Specific questions that you might get asked are questions like how the people might be feeling, what challenges might they face, and thirdly, there is this question about speculation, okay? So candidates should be sort of aware of language to do with speculation, okay? In the present tense, they could be, they might be, okay? It's also worth looking at speculation in the past. What have they been doing before the picture, okay? You can express some speculation in that way as well. Okay, and how are the candidates scored in the exam? What are the examiners looking for, and how will they score the candidates? Okay, so there are 4 criteria. Okay, so the first criteria is grammar, okay, and accuracy of grammar, okay? Are the candidates using a range of grammatical structures? Are there conditional sentences? Are there modal verbs, relative clauses, language to do with speculation or comparison, okay? Are there frequent mistakes? Do these mistakes hinder meaning? So the next category is lexical resource, okay? Vocabulary, okay? Are candidates using specific vocabulary for each topic, okay? Is it possible for candidates to paraphrase if they don't know a word? Okay, the next criteria is discourse management. Here they're looking for how well you construct your sentences. Is there a lot of hesitation? Are you speaking with sort of flow and cohesion? Okay. And finally, they are going to look at pronunciation, okay, intonation, stress, okay. Is the pronunciation such that I can understand clearly what the candidate's saying, or is there mispronunciation which makes it difficult for me to understand what's being said? Okay, so let's talk about some tips. What can we do to improve our performance in this part of the exam? Well, the first tip is going to be practice. Practice as much as you possibly can, and practice the idea, or practice speaking for 1 minute about a particular set of pictures, okay? Try and do it without sort of hesitation, okay? After a while, it's much, much easier, okay? Practice here is really important. Okay, then look at, for example, topics specific to this part of the exam, okay? Travel, hobbies, work-related topics, okay? Look at the vocabulary related to these topics, practice using them, try and incorporate the vocabulary into the topics when you're practicing. Okay, comparing and contrast, use language which is appropriate to that. Both pictures show, in the first picture, we can see, whereas in the second picture, etc., etc. Think about the sort of language that's being asked of you, okay? And the same with sort of speculation, okay? Speculate in the present tense. They could be, they might be. But again, think about how you could speculate about what's happening before the picture. They could have been, they might have been, okay? And the last tip is going to be sort of listen to your partner when they're talking about their pictures and try and incorporate that information that they've been talking about in your answer, okay? Okay, so this was a quick video about this part of the exam, speaking part 2. As I say, practice here is important. Okay, practice this part, speaking for a minute. Okay, I can guarantee it will improve your score, and hopefully it will allow you to get a good score in the exam. Okay, so click and subscribe. Okay, new videos coming online, and we'll see you again.